That's embarrassing. I thought we were alive the entire time. Oh my goodness. Well, we did some unboxing, so we'll sneak on over. Oop, turn on the light. That explains why I didn't get anything over and over. I thought I was live the entire time. Evidently, I wasn't live. So, we're a little bit delayed. Well, because I thought we already did all this. So, we ended up having stuff that came over from Organic Price Books. I'll do this best from the memory. We ended up picking up some nice little hauls. We had 2 boxes that ended up coming back. And I apologize. I guess the entire blankiness and all that with the screen is dropping me a little bit crazy. But you're excited for the haul, and before we ended up showing it, you see what I ended up having to go on with it. Before I ended up doing anything and all that, we're going to drop some banners, and we're going to be talking about Organic Price Books, where you can use the discount code of Fifth of Jack to save $2 off. Or if you have 4 or more books, you can use the discount code Jack It Together to save 5% off your entire order instead. Orders of $30 or more ends up getting some free shipping. So that's a nice, good way to be able to save yourself some money and then help us out, because each time you go use our code, we end up getting a nice little commission that comes over with it that helps us fill these shelves. All right. So, craziness that came over with it. In the first box, we ended up getting boop, boop. You slide. You come here. In the first box, we ended up getting Amazing Spider-Man Volume 6. This is a standard cover. We're excited to be able to add in this. Well, the main reason we went with this cover because that's hanging up on the wall, so we end up seeing it every day. So it's a nice little solid cover that we have. Also, in the same order, Green Arrow Longbow Hunters Volume 1. So this is stuff that ended up inspiring the Arrow universe. So Arrow was a very heavily influenced by this, and that's why we ended up going with this. Magneto was another one that ended up loving it. Hey, Labruski. Sorry about that. I thought it was live. No wonder why it was so quiet. And then we have Sentinel by TKO Studios. This is a deluxe copy, so it's a nice hardcover. So that's going to be a nice little solid pickup that we ended up picking up right off the get-go. So with that, that was going on. And then the next surprise was coming over with our last or second box, which I kind of forgot that we ended up picking up, was Daredevil. Oh. So excited to be here. Awesome. Excited that you being here too, Tyler. Is Daredevil by Bendis Volume 2. We end up picking this guy up. Oh, mic is off. It shouldn't be off. Mic is muted. Mic is not muted. Let me see the wonderful settings that we have here. Audio. Oh, I found out why. No.
That one. Perfect. Let's see if that saves that. Is that better? Well, that's good. At least I could be still heard. It could be worse. I could have ended up thinking I hit live like I did about 10 minutes ago. All right. Yeah, I think that's what I ended up doing. I ended up defaulting over to that. All right. So I'm trying also fight through the computer screen, which this is going in the shop tomorrow. I'm excited that this is going to end up getting a new monitor. It's going to go over and get a new screen that's going to be put into this bad boy. Good, 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 good. We got through that bumpy road. We ended up opening up our final box. Our final box was
There we go. It's volume 2 of Longbow Hunters. Nice solid run that we ended up picking up. So we're going to chill out and fight with the screen thing here. I think this is it. Done that before. Yep. Nice. Okay. Sweet. All right. Nope. That one and that. I want this one. That one back up top. Any indie books? I would say this is an indie book by Jeff Lemire. It's by TKO Studio, so it's a smaller place that ended up opening it up. It's something I've been wanting to pick up because it's Jeff Lemire, and I kind of ended up loving what I ended up reading of it. Quick snapshots on the back. It said, when the separatist attacks kills every adult on board a colony ship in deep space, it is up to Valerie, the onboard AI, to help the ship's children survive. But as they are pursued by dangerous forces, can Valerie become more than what she was programmed to be, to a savior of the children? So yeah. So I would say that's a independent that we ended up picking up. If you are on the Marvel side, we picked up a few books there. And if you're on the DC side, we have a nice little pickup too with the Longbow Hunters. Oh God. These guys are chungus though. I didn't realize how much books I ended up signing up for it. But yeah, these are awesome. This is volume 1 and volume 2. So these are going to be nice to be able to read. I was going to end up just picking these up for the representation of Green Arrow in our collection, but I think I ended up picking up a screaming deal on Amazon. I hate to say it, but I picked up a screaming deal of the Conquest or whatever it is. We ended up picking that up. But we also picked up these Longbow Hunters on sale. So we'll go share screen. We'll fight with that. We'll slide that on over. We'll share that screen. Go back. So there down the link in the description, there's going to be a link over to OPB. It's going to get you over to this main page. And then we're going to hit this distribution sale of 2.0. And this is where you can end up getting some screaming deals. Like I said, Longbow Hunters was on the first show when that came out. And then that has Extremity that's going to be on there. That's another independent. That's another strong one. I know you're looking for that, Prowski. That's something that I don't know if you ended up having it or you're talking about it. But we got that right there. You also have Give me a second. I got people that just popped in. Move it, box peanuts. Man, this stream was destined for disaster. Did I get that right? Yes, you got it for Christmas. Awesome, awesome. If we're going indies, I guess technically Spawn is, but that's more mainstream. You got Invincible that you can end up picking up. Zombies, Lazarus, I would be thinking about picking it up, but it looks like it's sold out. So I couldn't be picking up the entire run, and that's what I ended up wanting to pick up. Astro City is another independent. X-23, so you get to know Laura Kinney before she became Laura Kinney. Absolute 3 Jokers, which is crazy. Hush, a deluxe copy of that, which I know you covered that, Lebrowski, in one of your videos lately. And I know that's another one that you ended up loving. I know you have the absolute of that. I just have the deluxe. I'm trying to stay away from the absolutes because that's a few good omnibus that you can end up picking up that's going to be through here. Oh, there's Saga right there. I know that you're a big fan of that, Lebrowski. You got that, which this is the compendium. This is volume 1 of that for a nice good price. But if we keep on going forward with it, scrolling down, I think on the next page has a nice little deluxe copy. So this, give a heads up, this is going to be more adult oriented real quick. But where is it? We're on the hunt. There's the deluxes that you can end up picking up. So if you're having the compendium and you're wanting to upgrade, this would be the time to do it because you can give them half off, so you can get them for $25 a piece. Then you got Brubaker, and I believe if we go back a page, Green Lantern, that's another solid run to be thinking about picking up. Oh, you have the deluxes. Awesome. I'm a little bit jealous because I thought about it a few times. I only have the compendium. It's Gotham Central. Gotham Central would be the #1 book. If I say you don't have it, you need to have it because this is going to be an amazing story. And I like the mixture of the night shift and the day shift being by 2 different writers, where you have Greg Rucka and Ed Brubaker, some 2 stellar names, some crazy names that comes out of it. So if there was only one book that I could suggest to you guys to pick up, or anyone to pick up, it's going to be Gotham Central. Oh man, screen's going crazy now. Oh snap. Good. I'm trying to turn on anyone to that series because that's going to be a big pickup. And honestly, I think it's the best DC book that I've read. Was that Infinite Crisis? I'm excited. I've heard it's awesomely mapped. Then you end up having Batman, and then you have Injustice. What's another big one that has? It doesn't look like there's as much as Invincible like there was before on here. I can't remember if Last Sun, I think that's another origin story, I want to say, of Superman. And then you also have The Birthright, which is another good one I've heard about. Those are definitely books that I would think about picking up. Deluxes are going to be about the size of an omnibus, but it's obviously not going to be as thick as any of the other books. Holy smokescreen. Oh God. Probably a top 3. Yeah, I wouldn't say it's a top Batman book, to be honestly. The only way I would say it's adjacent to Batman, I would say it's a Batman adjacent book, because you don't really see Batman as much. It's a story that's behind the scenes of it, where you end up seeing what Gotham PD ends up going through, and you end up seeing the character growth that goes on through that. And that's where I kind of ended up enjoying it, because you also had, like I said, you had the 2 different people writing the stories for that. I agree. I've done that before too. There we go. But yeah, I would say it's adjacent. I would say it's a nice good behind the scenes of Gotham that you end up going over and seeing with that. They do have good stuff that's on this sale. Long Halloween is another good one that's ended up being a love. War of Kings, that was out of print for a while. Captain Marvel. I don't know if I would suggest Oblivion or not. Oblivion Song. New 52. Another absolute. Oh, this is going to be a nice little one. This is something that has a fun time that goes over with it. It's the Phoenix Omnibus. This is a direct market cover that you end up picking up. And this is a nice solid story that's for it. And it ends up breaking down the Phoenix. It has it all over there. So instead of getting a whole bunch of X-Men just to be able to get this kind of stuff, you can just pick this up. Fun fact, this got voted into the near mint conditions for Evergreen show to be one of the best ones to be able to have as an evergreen. Yeah, it was a big joke, and I'm not gonna say I didn't pick this up because of that, or I did pick this up, but it was something I ended up picking up. Yeah, I see that going with that. That's definitely something they end up having over with that. The Astro City. I thought that was going to end up being a special edition where it's going to have it all together in like an omnibus form, but I think it fell through or some craziness going on. But yeah, I think you could end up picking up actually a good chunk of that Astro City, if I'm not mistaken. Now, let's go over straight to page 1 of that. 6, 5, 4, 3. What we were looking for is 2 and 1. Is that what we're looking for Astro City? I think so. Now these are going to be trade paperbacks. I don't know if you're not collecting those or anything like that. That's something I'm not. Oh, there's one. So yeah, I think you're pretty much picking it all up in this big sale. Yeah. I don't know if that's ever going to get printed though. That's my big thing is I know they've been talking about it. There's talks about it and all that. Oh man. But That wraps up the books that we came over with it. We can try going freestyle. Let me see if I can actually pull this up on YouTube instead over on my handy dandy phone here. There are videos. Yeah, these are getting trippy. Do. All this dead air. I don't like it. StreamYard.com. Oh. Why did it not go there? I wonder if this is going to end up booting me if I can't end up having a double thing. All right, all right. Okay. That's a fail. All right. Don't need double videos of me going over with it. So we'll end up stop sharing real quick, and we'll end up going over. So, like I said with the haul, we ended up picking up some nice solid books that came over with it. We got 1 and 2 Longbow Hunters. This is something that I was been interested into because of the entire Arrow universe or the Arrowverse, where Arrow actually ended up getting inspired by to it. My day was good. How was your day, Tyler? It's been a solid day. We've had a little technical hiccups here and there, but we're going with it. Longbow Hunters. Oh, that's a good strategy. As soon as I see comments that come over with it. We got some Daredevil that we ended up running down the rabbit hole of Volume 2 by Bendis. I believe this is a standard cover. I think I went standard cover for Volume 1, so I ended up going back and forth with that. And then the standard cover of Spider-Man. I apologize if that picked up over on that side, but I got a guess that's over here, so it might be a little crazy. This is Amazing Spider-Man, Volume 6. And finally, but not least, is Sentinel. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. I see a comment, so we're going to swag right on over there. Just started. I'll let you know later. Perfect. But I appreciate you guys going over, watching this the entire thing. If you happen to catch this on the rebound or catching this, whatever you end up going around to it, This has been awesome to be picking up. There's a good sale that's going on right now over at OPB to be able to pick that up. And thank you. I'm going to wrap this up. If you're going shopping for books, go over to Grand Price Books. Use the code of 5th of Jack to save $2 off. If you have 4 or more books, use the code Jack together to save 5% off your entire order instead. Orders of $30 or more ends up getting some free shipping, so you'll be able to get some savings. That's right there. And they also have an awesome reward program. Oh, I'm forgetting a big thing I wanted to announce in the stream. The last couple of years, we've been doing an event called Shipping Wars. This is when we end up picking up books that comes from different or getting shipped from other companies to see how well that's going to be going on. So the entire month of March is going to be Shipping Wars. You're going to be seeing stuff that we ended up picking up from other companies. Try and decide where you should end up spending your dollar. Yes, I know we're affiliated with Organic Price Books, but I'm going to be trying to make sure that we don't end up having that. We have a 5-point system that we're going to have. Each point is going to be tailored over to different categories. We have how well it's packed. They'll get a point if it's very well packed. If it's not very well packed, they won't get a point. The cost of shipping, if it costs you money for shipping, I think that deducts a point off there. But if you got free shipping, then that'd be another good way that goes over with it. Shipping speed for how fast it gets from you putting the order in to how it gets here. I think I'm going to give them a week to be able to do it because all the items that we're going to be ordering, it's going to be something in stock. So it's not going to be the day of a book coming out or anything like that. This is going to be something that's previously in their stock. How easy was to order? If it was super easy to order, then it'll be going over and they'll get a point for it. Most likely places are going to be going over with it. And then, is it a good value? If it's a good value overall, they'll get a point for that as well. So, if that's something they're going to be going over to, stay tuned for the entire month of March. We're going to end up having Shipping Wars. We're going to have a breakdown of each different company that we end up having. We're still going to have single Sundays. And we'll obviously have our first Wednesday of the month being what we ended up hauling throughout this entire month. So a nice good reflection moment. Spoiler, we have some more stuff that we ended up picking up that wasn't just part of this stream. So that's a nice little way that came over with that. So give you a heads up of future content. Got that going on there. We got a book review that we did this week. So hopefully we're going to be doing that a little bit later as well. Thank you guys for coming over and watching this stream. I was able to hit all the stuff. Sorry, I know this is a part 2 for me, but it's a part 1 for you. So it's a little bit craziness that we ended up having, a little bit more than what I was planning on. And I thank you guys for all coming over here. I thank you, Tyler. Thank you, Lebrowski, for coming over and watching this on the live chat. And until next time, we'll see you guys later.